Hi Taurus, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a timeless tarot reading. So whenever you find yourself guided or drawn to this video, it's most definitely meant for you. And I do want to take this moment to remind you, as always, go ahead and like this video. Do leave me a comment down below about your situation, how it resonates, or some emojis. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. But more importantly, when meditating on your lovely energy overall for the reading, the message that came through was washing away the stress, washing away the stress. So we're gonna start, shift things on over and pull some, you might wanna get some calming or some grounding crystals or stones. They might benefit you at this time. But as we shuffle this way, keep in mind general timeless read for the sign of Taurus. Whatever placements you have within your chart, take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else, as things feel a little bit messy. If you're here to hear about a Taurus, you're more than welcome to join, of course. But as well, what was it going to say? I'm hearing roles can be reversed. Keep that in mind for this one. Interesting. Don't usually say that for the timeless ones. But as well, I'm accepting requests for personal readings at this time. So just shoot down to the description box and you will see the options pricing in my email, and I'll get that started for you. Interesting. I have several different, actually, let's just shuffle first, and I got some downloads for you before the reading. For our lovely Tauruses, thank you, Spirit. Okay, interesting. What else do I have for Taurus? Thank you, Spirit. I'm hearing, wow, that's a lot. As that just poured out. Interesting. What else do we have for Taurus? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we're going to just go with the 5. Okay. Knight of Swords. You might feel very passionate, very motivated, kind of wanting to move things, wanting things to change, wanting things to happen. And it's just, it might feel a little bit difficult at this time while you're sort of being forced to gain a new sense of knowledge or do a bit of research to prep for what's ahead instead of sort of making those initial moves, if that makes sense. Feeling like you're ready to fly towards what you deserve, but the Spirit in the universe is like, hold your horses. Interesting wording is things are about to happen, but you need to do some research or some work or gain some knowledge before things actually get to that point. You'll get there. Trust. Okay? But before we begin the 5-card spread, the downloads I received for you is you might be repeating things. Like, for example, doing like conditioning your hair or something of the sort, where you'll sort of blank out, or, you know, you'll be overthinking something else and you'll do something twice or multiple times and just be like, okay, well, that I didn't mean to do that multiple times. Like, okay, that just happened. At times feeling as if it's like that, it wouldn't be a big deal, right? But at other times it's like, wow, I really shouldn't have repeated that. That was a waste of my resources or my time or money. You also might be seeing a lot of hummingbirds as a sign or a message from your past or loved ones, or just your spirit guides in general. So keep an eye out for that. So starting with the 5-card spread, I was told not to give you the 3rd one just yet. 6 of Swords in reverse. I can't leave just yet. I can't initiate this change just yet. Feeling like something, or if some of you financial or just a timeline is holding you back. You wanting things to change immediately, or you wanting things to just move or get off the ground quicker than is happening. And Spirit saying divine timing is at play. Let it go, let it flow, let it happen, as you sort of do your best to wash away the stress, eliminate what you have been trying to force at times, right? Or just feeling as if, again, it's not happening in your favor, but it is. A lot's happening behind the scene that you're not aware of, right? That's benefiting you. You feeling like at times things are too stale or too stagnant. I hear I question this, I question that, and you just feeling like when things slow down or things don't progress the way they need to, or you're stuck in a situation that's not ideal, you feel it pushes you or leaves you that open space to kind of overthink or question everything. And it's like, at times that can be good, but it's up to you as an individual, as a soul, to kind of hold yourself and be like, I'm not going to overthink this or let it get to that kind of depressing state of mind or way of being, that pessimistic way of being. I'm going to just potentially, if I end up questioning things, you know, this or that, I just question it, learn something from it, grow from it, and then let's move on, right? Feeling like that's how you need to focus on moving on right now, while you're sort of, again, prepping for this and that, gaining knowledge, learning this, learning that, figuring out how these next steps are going to be actually taken when the time is right, even though you wish it was right now. Knight of Wands. So that's the second knight we have. As things move forward, you find a new sense of passion coming over. You find yourself reigniting that creativity within as well, to just do what you need to do, to buckle down and research, to gain knowledge once again, to be a new, improved version of you as well, to see yourself not settling anymore, or to not be held back by certain factors or certain energies that you're surrounded by. Feeling as if a lot of stress is not always implemented or initiated by you, right? And at times, yeah, you can help it, but other times you can't. But it's you sort of moving forward and doing what you have to sort of wash away the stress once again, to see things be easier, to see things feel not necessarily lighter, but just more passionate, more creative once again, more like you and who you're becoming, to feel more fulfilling, to feel more grounded as well. Forgetting sometimes that you're an earth sign, and that is truly essential. Needing to at times walk in nature, absorb yourself in that, to relieve any anxiety or stress that you feel is a little bit left over, or that you absorb from people or situations. Feeling like at times you kind of want to erupt, right? Like explode like a volcano from all the emotions, the stresses that have built up over time. And it's like, you need to just keep your cool at this time until a situation is an ideal or multiple change, or until you get to that point where you can initiate what you're trying to adjust or change altogether. It'll happen. It'll happen. Nature, right? I don't know if this is, just getting this as a possum. I really don't feel like it is, but I just feel like at times you feel a little bit creepy, or you feel a little bit more inclined to accomplish things at night, or you feel as if you're moving too slowly once again, or things around you are. I don't know how that explanation came to be, but Spirit's saying it's accurate. The Strength card in reverse. Oh, wow. The emotion that I just felt as I heard, where did my strength go? Where did my strength go? It feels like you're just trying to like shout to somebody for somebody to hear you at times. And it's like your voice is unheard. And it's like, when it's meant to be heard, Taurus, it'll be heard, right? It's a feeling that for some of you, the people that you're surrounded with at this time are not meant to hear what you have to say, because it will be a waste of your breath, or be a waste of, or won't be absorbed in the right way, right? There's a place and a time for everything, and certain people are meant to hear what you have to say, and others aren't. But you sort of at times wanting to dig for that inner strength, but feeling like you just don't have it in you to do so. Or you just feel like, again, there's factors or energies preventing you from feeling the strength within, or just people putting you down for one reason or another. Let it go, let it flow, as you sort of, again, try to release all of the pressures and stress in your life. And Spirit saying some of which is going to be impossible to fully release and get rid of until these changes come to be. But again, you got to do what you got to do to get to that point first. Keep doing the initial gaining of knowledge and planning and prepping. You'll get there. All right. But we're moving on to the Temperance card. Allow yourself to have patience, right? You're going to start to feel like things slow down a little bit more, but it's for your benefit, right? At times feeling like you want things to speed up, but it's to give yourself a break. It's to give yourself some time to breathe, to relax, to replenish your energy, your batteries. Spirit saying your beautiful batteries, your Taurus batteries. You feeling like you can't stop speaking at times, and it's like at times you don't feel like you have many people to speak to, and that's okay, right? It's better to be surrounded by surrounded by quality energies or less energies than several energies who won't absorb what you're trying to say or actually listen to you, right? Or who may end up being toxic for you, are unhealthy in one way, shape, or form. Remembering that things are going to work out in the end. So just take a breather, right? Being aligned with the Six of Swords, feeling like things, again, can't change just yet, and you have to have patience with all of which. Feeling like it all kind of like sets you out of whack and makes you feel stressed out or on edge. And this one's going to be aligned with this one. Bear with me. But feeling like all the meanwhile as you're being pushed by spirit in the universe to instill a new sense of balance within yourself, to remember that things can be passionate and creative, but also to pay attention to the emotions that pop up, that things don't have to be so overly energetic or forced or overly exuded. You can kind of have that flow to things as well. We're moving on to the last and final card, where we have the Ten of Pentacles. You at times might feel like you're floating, like kind of angelic. So pay attention to that. Very interesting. It might have to do with your spiritual connection increasing and developing. As you move forward, you're going to find a new focus on your ideal situation. Given we've talked a lot about one or maybe a few at most situations that just aren't ideal, that can't change yet. And you just being like, okay, well, I would love for this to happen. Whether it's an ideal financial situation or an ideal job, ideal living situation, or an ideal relationship or friendships, whatever the case may be for you, thinking a lot about all of which and just that sense of completion or fulfillment you desire at this time. You deserve it. It's coming. But again, you need to sort of stay put for a little bit longer for whatever reason. For some of you, it's a financial goal or two keeping you from moving forward. But being aligned with the Knight of Wands, it feels like that passion, that fiery feeling within doesn't sort of dissipate just because you can't move, right? It sort of grows and grows and grows to the point where at times you do want to erupt, but then you are forced by spirit in the universe to turn it into motivation, to do what you have to do, to get to the completion or to make these ideal situations come to be. And all the meanwhile, you're being told, dig for that inner strength. You'll find soon enough that what you're doing, the changes that you're implementing in your self-care routines as well will make it easier for you to feel stronger, to feel better about what's happening as you do your best to deal with this and that, as you simply find that you're washing away all of the stress. All right, Taurus. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to email me about booking a personal reading. I am wishing you nothing but the best at this time, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Taurus.